Hello friends, I welcome you to EPG Pathshala. My name is Dr. Amit Katoch and I am working as Assistant Professor in University Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management of Punjab University, Chandigarh. Dear students, I would be taking the module on concept of volume weight and chargeable weight under the paper Cargo Operations and Management. After the module, the learners will be able to understand aircraft payload range analysis, cargo load planning, determination and documentation of weights, cargo loading, concept of volume weight, how to calculate chargeable weight under air freight in exports and imports, air freight rate, standard airline charges and pre-export charge. Firstly, I would begin with a brief introduction. For many airlines, the cargo transport constitutes a major source of income. For cargo carriers, it is a core business. Logically, both will try to perform their operations as safety and as efficiency are very important. In the very process, one cargo operation is of strategic importance, namely the selection, loading and positioning of cargo on an individual aircraft. The type of cargo and its positioning on board of the plane is liable to a high number of operational and safety constraints, complicating decision making during cargo load planning. When too much weight is loaded at the rear, the aircraft will tip at its tail. Loading too heavy cargo at the front makes the aircraft nose heavy, preventing takeoff. Other safety constraints are imposed to avoid anomalous stresses on the aircraft's structure. All these constraints prevent that flying characteristics differ from the safety norms, which in a worst case scenario might result in a crash. Earlier work on the air freight consolidation problem assumes that forwarders reserve cargo space from airlines in terms of payload or chargeable weight. This assumption is applicable to general cargo and non-palletized shipments. However, large air freight forwarders usually make their booking in terms of ULDs. An optional selection from a set of available unit loading device, that is ULD, has to be loaded into an aircraft. Given a set of operational and safety constraints, the aircraft weight and balance optimization problem, that is AWBP, aims at optimizing the total cargo value as well as the position of the center of gravity of the loaded aircraft. In a previous phase, the set of available ULDs has already been determined by the commercial department of the airliner as the cargo to be transported on the considered flight. Ideally, all ULDs should be loaded into the aircraft to satisfy the commercial department and the customers. However, given various constraints on the positions of these ULDs, it may not be possible to safely load the entire set. The cost of a shipment can be affected by the amount of space that it occupies on an aircraft rather than the actual weight. This is the volumetric or dimensional weight. The volumetric weight of a shipment is a calculation that reflects the density of a package. A less dense item generally occupies more volume of space in comparison to its actual weight. The volumetric or dimensional weight is calculated and compared with the actual weight of the shipment to ascertain which is greater. The higher weight is used to calculate the shipment cost. Forwarder, shipper, carrier, consignee, notify party or parties are involved in the shipping process. Now I will discuss aircraft payload range analysis. The choice of an aircraft is predicted upon the requirement of its mission and specific operating economics. Each aircraft type has unique capabilities and limitations that dictate its optimum deployment within a carrier's network. One method employed by airlines to assess aircraft selection involves the evaluation of its payload and range performance. Ideally, there should be a match between the stage lengths in an airline's network and the optimum payload range of the aircraft employed. The components that affect aircraft payload range performance includes analysis of the airplane operating weights and fundamentals of interpreting its associated payload range diagram. Aircraft weights can be categorized by how they are certified. There are two authorities that are responsible for certifying weight limits. Those weights that are certified by the manufacturer during the design and certification of an aircraft, and those weights certified by the operator. As we will explain later, weights certified by the operator are often dependent on the specification or configuration of the aircraft and factored into the calculation of certain manufactured certified weights. Terminologies related to weights. Maximum taxi weight, that is MTW, means the maximum weight for ground maneuver as limited and or authorized by the airplane strength and airworthiness requirements. This includes the weight of fuel for taxiing to the takeoff position. Maximum takeoff weight, that is MTOW, also referred to as brakes release gross weight, means that the maximum weight for takeoff as limited and for authorized by airplane strength and airworthiness requirements. This is the maximum weight at the start of the takeoff. Maximum landing weights, that is MLW, means the maximum weight for landing as limited and for authorized by airplane strength and airworthiness requirements. Maximum zero fuel weight, that is MZFW, means the maximum weight permitted before usable fuel and other specified usable fluids are loaded. The MZFW is limited and or authorized by strength and airworthiness requirements. Operator's empty weight, that is OEW, means the weight of the aircraft prepared for service and is basically the sum of the manufacturer's empty weight, that is MEW, standard items, that is SI, and operators items, that is OI. Manufacturer's empty weight, that is MW. It is the aircraft weight as it leaves the manufacturing facility and generally consists of the weight of the structure, power plant, furnishings, systems and other items of equipment that are an integral part of a particular aircraft configuration. MEW also includes only those fluids contained in the closed systems. Standard items. Equipment and fluids not considered an integral part of a particular aircraft. These items may include the following, that is A. Unusable fuel and other unusable fluids. B. Engine oil. C. Toilet fluids and chemicals. D. Fire extinguishers, pyrotechnics and emergency oxygen equipment. E. Galley structures and supplementary electronic equipment. Operator items. These include personal equipment and supplies necessary for a particular operation. These items may vary for a particular aircraft and may include the following, such as crew and baggage, aircraft documents, food and beverages, passenger seats, life rafts and life vests. Maximum structural payload, that is MSP, means the maximum design payload made up of passengers and baggage and cargo and calculated as a structural limit weight. For any aircraft with a defined MZFW, the maximum payload can be calculated as the MZFW minus the OEW. Now I will discuss about the cargo load planning. For load planning purposes, the passengers and their baggage as checked in take overall priority. Planning of cargo load is generally based on the number of passengers booked for each individual flight, but also the following factors have to be considered, such as the number of passengers booked, the estimated baggage for booked passengers, the actual booked amount of access, and oversized baggage, example, live animals, bicycles, surfboards, large sports gears, etc. The contracted mail load, if any, booked cargo load including service cargo. It may also include estimated cargo from free sale with guaranteed carriage. The operational requirements for the flight take precedence over other considerations. For load planning or estimated calculations, the following average figure is used and may vary depending on the various airlines. Passenger baggage, short medium range may be 17 kg per head. Passenger baggage long range may be 20 kg per head. Baggage would be 170 kg per cubic meter, 1 or 2 pieces. Mixed mail 170 kg oblique meter cube. Letter mail 230 kg per. Parcel mail 130 kg per meter cube. Booked oversized baggage or special commodities, actual known weights. Booked cargo, that is actual weights. Unbooked cargo, that is 180 kg per meter cube. Now I will discuss about determination and documentation of weights. Firstly, determination of weights. Various airline base and all other stations and or contracted agents guarantee that the weights of cargo and mail loads to be loaded into an aircraft and transmitted to the aircraft handling department are correct. For determination of cargo and or mail weights, the following methods may be applied. Weighing and adding up of weights of individual cargo and or mail shipments. Weighing and adding up of weights of made up parts of positioned cargo and or mail load, that is ULDs, trolleys, pallets, etc. Acceptance of weights stated on AWA bills, AV7s or other recognized weighing documents, provided that it has been ascertained, for instance, by spot checks, and that the stated weights can be accepted as correct. Now I will explain about documentation of weights. Unit loading devices, ULDs. For ULDs, the determined weight shall be entered in the ULD tag. Bulk load. The determined net weight shall be entered in the column net weight in kg in the trolley tag. Confirmation of weight determination. The entries of weight in ULD and or trolley tags shall be confirmed by the signature of the person responsible for the weight. The determined weight shall be transmitted to aircraft operations in form of a written statement according to local arrangements and facilities. EDP printouts, cargo manifests or ULD and or bulk load statements can be used. Now I will discuss about cargo loading. Cargo loading compartments differ in size, contour, size of access doors, compartment equipment, floor bearing strength, restraint possibilities and positions. The differences are between aircraft types, sometimes even within aircraft series, always depending on the manufacturer's or the operator's requirements. It is therefore essential to consider aircraft types, their equipment and facilities for carriage of cargo apart from individual operating characteristics of flight category for the makeup of the cargo loads. This refers equally to special commodities and layout of aircraft for bulk load and unit loading devices, that is ULDs and pallets. The carriage of passenger baggage, crew baggage, mail, service freight and cargo and company cargo as well as special commodities may demand commodity separation. Example, live animals, human remains, perishable commodities or chemicals, etc. Now I will discuss about concept of volume weight. The chargeable weight of air freight shipments are calculated as the actual weight, that is the gross weight, or the volumetric, also called volume or dimensional weight of the shipment, whichever is the greater. This uses an estimated weight that is calculated based on the dimensions, that is length, width and height of the package, that is shipments are always shown in the order of L into W into H. Typically, large items with a light overall weight take up more space on an aircraft than a small heavy item. That's why the airlines charge according to chargeable weight. Chargeable weight is commonly used by air freight forwarders, domestic motor carriers and brokers to calculate their air freight and or domestic trucking charges. For those of you who simply want the formulas without a detailed explanation, here is the formula, that is the formula for calculating the volume or dimensional weight for all commodities is 166 cubic inches per pound or 6000 cubic centimeters per kilogram or 366 cubic inches per kilogram. So, multiply the length by the width by the height to obtain the cubic inches, then to obtain the dimensional weight in pounds using inches, divide the cubic inch result by 166. To obtain the dimensional weight in kilograms using inches, divide the cubic inch results by 366. Using dimensions in centimeters. To obtain the dimensional weight in kilograms using centimeters, divide the cubic centimeter result by 6000. Some definitions and formulas are: chargeable weight, that is the greater of actual weights versus volume weight of a shipment. Chargeable weight is an equilibrium point where the actual weight and volume weight of cargo balance out for the airline. But keep in mind that if the actual weight of the cargo is higher than the equilibrium point, the air freight charges are built on that actual weight. Volume or volumetric or dimensional weight. Cargo weight based on dimensions of the cargo. Actual weight. Actual weight of the cargo weighed on a scale. LB or LBs means pounds, kg or kgs means kilograms, CFT or feet cube means cubic feet, CBM or meter cube means cubic meter, ton or MT means metric ton, 1000 kgs oblique 224.6 pounds. Basic conversions: 1 inch equal to 2.4 centimeters. 1 pound is equal to 2.20462 kgs. Imperial shipping factor examples: 167 inch cube oblique pound is equal to 10.4 pound oblique feet cube. Metric shipping factor examples: 5000 cubic centimeter cube oblique kg is equal to 200 kg per meter cube. 6000 centimeter cube oblique kg is equal to 166.667 kg per meter cube. 7000 centimeter cube per kg is equal to 142.85 kg per meter cube. Note that all dimensions and weights are rounded to the nearest whole number. Combining dimensions in inches and weights in kgs, that is L into W into H divided by 366. This is commonly done in US exports since dimensions are provided in inches but charges for air freight are always in kgs. How do I calculate volumetric weight to determine the chargeable weight of my shipment? Example 1. Actual weight is greater than volume weight. ABC company is going to ship some cargo from Los Angeles to Shanghai. The shipment consists of 5 boxes or cartons, each weighing 30 kgs and each measuring 50 into 40 into 40 centimeters or 19.685 into 15.748 into 15.748 inches. Solution: actual gross weight equal to 5 boxes into 30 kgs each equal to 150 kgs. Volumetric weight in kgs using centimeter equal to 50 into 40 into 40 into 5 boxes divided by 6000 equal to 67 kg. Volumetric weight in kgs using inches: 20 into 16 into 16 into 5 divided by 366 equal to 67 kgs. Result: 150 kgs is greater than 67 kgs. So the chargeable weight will be 150 kgs which in this case is the actual weight. Example 2. Volume weight is greater than the actual weight. ABC company is going to ship some cargo from Los Angeles to Shanghai. The shipment consists of 3 boxes or cartons, each weighing 10 kgs and each measuring 50 into 40 into 40 centimeters, oblique 19.6 into 15.7 into 15.7 inches. Solution. Actual gross weight equal to 3 boxes into 10 kgs equal to 30 kg. Volumetric weight in kgs using centimeter equal to 50 into 40 into 40 centimeter into 3 boxes oblique 6000 equal to 40 kg. Volumetric weight in kgs using inches equal to 19.6 into 15.7 into 15.7 into 3 divided by 366 equals to 40 kgs. Result. 40 kgs is greater than 30 kgs. So, the chargeable weight will be 40 kgs, which is also the volume weight. Now, I will discuss how to calculate chargeable weight under air freight in exports and imports. Freight charge under air shipment is calculated on the basis of weight of cargo. Commonly, a question arises here, whether actual weight or chargeable weight. In an air freight charge is calculated on the basis of actual weight or volume weight, whichever is higher. Then, what is volume weight? How to find volume weight? Chargeable weight is an equilibrium point wherein actual weight and volume of cargo balance. Now, I will discuss why the chargeable weight in air freight. Let us explain the importance of volume weight in air freight. Why do air carrier balance weight and volume of cargo? Let me explain the importance of chargeable weight in simple terms. If a shipper exports cotton, the actual weight of cotton is very low, but it occupies a good amount of space as a volume. In this case, if air freight is charges on the basis of actual weight of cargo, the said shipper needs to pay a very nominal air freight compared to a shipper who exports iron plates. Am I right? Here is the importance of volume weight by considering volume of cargo and actual weight of cargo at an equilibrium point. Calculation of chargeable weight in air freight. In order to find volume weight of cargo, you need to have an measurement of package of goods. If the cargo measurement are in centimeters, the total volume of centimeter cube to be divided with 6000. In other words, if the volume is in cubic meter (cbm), the said volume is meter cube to be divided with 0.006. Air carriers charge air freight on the basis of volume weight or actual gross weight, whichever is higher. So, the chargeable weight is calculated on the basis of volume weight or gross weight, whichever is higher. Then the result is rounded to half or full kilograms. In the case of several packages, the results are first added and then rounded. The so-called volume kilograms are defined as follows, that is, length into width into height of the package divided by 6000 equal to volumetric weight per kg. Let me explain you how to calculate volume weight in simple language to make understand it easily. I am going to explain with 3 examples the method of calculation of chargeable air freight for export shipments. You have 3 shipments to be exported separately. Measurement of cargo length, width and height. Shipment 1. Gross weight equal to 750 kgs. Measurement of cargo equal to 102 cm into 98 cm into 106 cm equal to 1 box equal to 1059576 centimeter cube. 80 centimeter into 65 centimeter into 103 centimeter equal to 3 boxes equal to 535600 into 3 centimeter cube. Total volume equal to 1059576 plus 535600 into 3, which equals to 2666376 cubic centimeter. The total volume weight equal to 2666376 divided by 6000 equal to 444.396 kgs. Here in shipment number 1, the gross weight is 750 kgs and volume weight is 444.396 kgs. Hence, chargeable weight is 750 kgs, which is also gross weight, that is 750 kgs, which is greater. Shipment 2. Gross weight equal to 850 kgs. Measurement of cargo equal to 120 centimeter into 160 centimeter into 115 centimeter equal to 2 boxes, that is equal to 4416000 centimeter cube. 75 centimeter into 130 centimeter into 125 centimeter equal to 2 boxes equal to 2437500 centimeter cube. Total volume equal to 4416000 plus 2437500 equal to 6853500 cubic centimeter. Total volume weight equal to 6853500 divided by 6000 equals to 1142.25 kgs. Hence, in shipment 2, the gross weight is 850 kgs and volume weight is 1142.25 kgs. Hence, air freight is charged on the basis of volume weight, that is 1142.25 kgs. Here the chargeable weight is 1142.25 kgs. Shipment 3. Gross weight equals to 950 kgs. Measurement of cargo equal to 1 meter into 1.05 meter into 0.85 meter equal to 2 boxes. 0.7 into 1.50 meter, 0.60 meter equal to 3 boxes. Total volume equal to 0.8925 into 2 plus 0.63 into 3. 1.785 plus 1.89 equals to 3.675 cubic meter. Total volume weight equals to 3.675 divided by 0.006 equals to 612.50 kgs. Although almost all airlines calculate volume weight on the basis of above calculation, that is 6000, FedEx calculate volume weight on the basis of 5000. Herein, shipment number 3, the gross weight is 950 kgs and volume weight is 612.50 kgs. Hence, air freight is charged on the basis of actual gross weight of 950 kgs, which is greater than the volume weight. So, chargeable weight under this shipment number 3 is 950 kgs. Also note that the measurement in shipment 3 is in meter and volume calculation also may be noted. Now I will discuss about air freight rate, standard airline surcharges and pre-export charges. Air freight rate. It is levied on the chargeable rate of the cargo. If the consignment is flying on an IATA airway bill, a waybill is not covered under the master waybill. The seller is the consignor, shipper and the importer is the consignee. Then the rate shown is a very high one. This rate is printed as per IATA price table which is included in the tagged book. It is a rate that is usually not used for billing. If the consignee is paying for the air freight, it is better to fly the freight under consolidation or as what is called back to back. It means one house bill covered by one master bill. The master bill is addressed to air freight. Standard airline surcharges. The standard airline surcharges are such as fuel surcharge, security surcharge, automated manifest service, that is AMS surcharge, screening surcharge, dangerous goods surcharge, pre-export charges. It is difficult to list all the pre-export charges as forwarders have their own tariffs and tables, but the relevant ones are such as export declaration, which depends on the country of export. Pickup. It is a rate applied to the chargeable weight. Haulage. Freight is not flying from the airport where the forwarder is located. Hence, it needs to be transferred by a lorry to the airport for departure. Screening or X-ray charges. Each forwarder has its own tariff. Security regulations for air freight are very strict. Handling. The freight has to be stored in the warehouse, checked, labeled and tendered to the airline, usually as a single price and not a per kilo price. Repackaging. If there is visible damage to the packaging, the warehouse staff has to be better than to avoid rejection by the airline. Customs inspection. That is, authorities have the right to inspect the contents. There is a customs receipt for the amount, but it takes at least 2 weeks' time for it to arrive at the forwarder's desk. Now I would summarize the whole module. The difference in your freight calculation is made between the actual weight and the chargeable weight. The dimensional weight is an equivalent in kilograms of the volume that the merchandise occupies. In a few words, it is a measure of the density of the shipment, which is the space, that is volume, occupied in relation to its weight. The chargeable weight is a concept that you usually find in the different forms of international transport services that freights offer. In each, a different way of calculating the weight is used, which in practice means a hassle-free process for exporters and importers. The chargeable weight is calculated out of the highest between the gross weight and dimensional weight. The chargeable weight is widely used in quotations and invoices for freights since the services are billed depending on what the load weighs and ranks. Thank you and have a great future ahead.